Hello. Today, as you can see, it is a beautiful, bright day and I could film, but I'm not going to. I am going to work on a project and chill out because today is Saturday and it's today and tomorrow my last day before I go back to work. It's not going to be too difficult because obviously next week we have a bank holiday on the Friday, and next weekend was meant to be the Walk the White challenge, which I did last year. It's obviously been cancelled, but I had the Monday booked off for that, so I do have 4 days off coming up. But I have to say I'm a little bit not annoyed to have to go back to work, because I am incredibly lucky to still have a job at this time, and I 100% really feel that. But I have found it a lot easier to manage my mood while I've been off, and my time has been completely my own. So I am a little bit apprehensive about going back to work because it's, you know, my time is no longer my own, and it's more difficult to manage how I'm feeling. So there's that. But I thought I would give you a little tour of my room now that all the little bits and pieces have arrived and it's all complete. Yeah, so let's have a look. Let's start here. This I have had for years. When I was a teenager, I was obsessed with wolves. I loved wolves. And I think this was advertised in the back of like a Sunday supplement, and my granddad got it for me because he knew I loved wolves. Yeah, so that was hanging over my bed. I've now moved it to the side of my bookcase. I'd put up this little hook because that is where I had a calendar hanging, but I don't have the calendar anymore. It was almost finished and I didn't really use it. So I am putting this up because my granddad gave it to me. I will kind of always have it, and I do love it. So there's that. Then, of course, we have the bookcase itself. This gap here in front of my pom-pom magazines is for the camera. That's where I've put the camera whenever I've done my like little bit to camera in the morning. And haha, real life, this is an empty cupcake case because my nan just made cupcakes and I ate one. And I left the case there to take down when I go. Up here we also have my diffuser, my Triceratops, of course. So yeah, that's all the stuff on top. And then we've got all of my books, and we've got yarn in the little tubs at the bottom just here. This is my like little bedside light with another Triceratops. This whole thing is going to be Spot the Triceratops. Bedside table just here. This is the like fan heater. I will put it in the spare room out of the way when it gets properly hot and I don't need it anymore, but there have been a couple of chilly nights, which is why it's still here. But yeah, just on my bedside table we have got my alarm clock, which is one of those sunrise alarms, coaster with mug obviously, another Triceratops, and my jewelry and my attempts to stay hydrated. Underneath I keep my Notions pouch and my bullet journal and my hard drive, so they're just really easy to hand. And there we go, that is my new bedspread from the Escape to the Chateau bed linen range. This is inspired, in case you don't know, by the wallpaper tower that Angel Strawbridge created, that I think is gorgeous, and I can't wait for the other set to arrive as well. And I got myself the Kiss to go up above my bed. It looks really bare, this wall, if I come back. There's a lot of wall there that's quite bare, but it doesn't feel bare when you're actually in it somehow. There we go, obviously. Cupboard with all of my stuff in it. At the bottom of the bed I've got a chest, which is where I keep most of my filming stuff, and here is my laptop. All of my kind of whip baskets sit on the end here. This random little plastic bottle, my mum was given a bottle of spring water one day at work, and she knows I give my little lava plant filtered water, so she gave that to me, and that's gonna just sit there till it's finished. Yes, my Croton does not look well. It used to be really bushy, and then it got really cold, and they don't like the cold. So that's a shame. I'm trying to coax it back to life, and we're hoping that's going to work. This big thing here is my stash. That's literally my entire stash, and I always pretty much leave whatever socks that I've just finished hanging on there. My little chair is here with my 2 current projects sat on it, ready to go. The big palm that I rescued is in that corner as well. And then we have my mantelpiece. Now, our house used to be a shop. So up here, this room used to be the living room. And so there genuinely was a fire here. I remember there being a fireplace when I was little, and it just got ripped out when it was obsolete. So I just got this thing that you can fill with candles. I've got fairy lights on. They are on at the moment, not that you can really see. More plants, a vase. If anyone wants to send me flowers, I have a vase. I've got my sewing machine over here, which I'm hoping to get more use out of soon. This is my new work computer because this one is just broken and won't work. So yay. Just a little close up here. This is the plant that my friend dropped off yesterday. It looks like a little lobster claw, which I think is brilliant. I love that. So yeah, that is my mantelpiece. This is my other cupboard. It's just got some tops in there, my tea stash, my laundry basket, just things like that. So it's just all tucked away neatly. This is the podcasting chair, and under here lives my little suitcase and my rucksacks. That's it basically. And up here is my vision board. You may recognize this from the background of the podcast, but I've given it a bit of a refresh recently, so there aren't any kind of, well, I was going to say white spaces, but cork spaces. Never added a few new things up there, some tickets from plays and museums I went to, and just little bits and pieces that made me happy. And then that's the door with all of my rubbish on it. So yeah, there you go. That is the tour.